Instead of just another video where we recommend some mouse pads, some keyboards, and some mice to you, we tried to think a little bit outside the box. So here are 10 PC gaming accessories that aren't a waste of your time. Some of these items might seem a little weird and strange, but they're all actually practical and useful. And everything we talk about is linked down in the description below. But let's get started off with number 10. For the practical PC gamer possibly looking for a little bit of storage who may also have a nice sized tower PC, think about using an empty drive bay as storage space. Yes, you could buy what is the equivalent of a blank tray for your rack. With the standard 5¼ inch size, you can slot it in, and it actually serves as a little drawer that you can pull open and keep stuff in. Maybe some flash drives, maybe some extra screws, tie wraps, cable ties, tissues, I don't know, whatever you want, right in arm's reach. There's quite a variety of these, so look around, if you want to match it up with your actual case color. They have some silver ones, some black ones. We recommended one of each, one from Evercool and one from Cloud City. So if you want an extra little bit of hidden storage, check it out. And at number 9, let's talk about maintenance, because chances are you probably built your own PC, and chances are you want to keep what you built in, a good clean fashion. First, we can recommend these keyboard cleaners from CyberClean. We actually use these sometimes and they do a good job. They don't leave a streaky, sticky, or smelly mess, which is something I'm a huge stickler about. Once you wipe down, say, a keyboard or the top of your tower or a tray or whatever, there's no residue left behind, but it's clean. That's what you want, right? And what a lot of people do to clean off their PC or their keyboard or the insides, instead of just buying cans and cans of compressed air, we recommend getting a little mini air compressor. We can recommend this one, the Metro ED500. This one's a little bit on the pricey side, but it's like a blower duster that has a more consistent airflow, and it's awesome for dusting off a fan inside your computer or just blowing crumbs off your keyboard or whatever. They also make portable little USB mini vacuums that you can plug into your computer and then use it to vac up anything on your keyboard, any dirt, dust, or residue. That's if you're really hardcore. We recommend this cheapy one for like $7, but it's really just if you're really hardcore. What can also definitely help this situation though is fan filters. Look into those bad boys. Cases with built-in fans usually have filters, but third-party fans you would mount in your PC later on usually don't. But if you do take the time to find one to fit your fan properly, they do help. They don't completely eliminate dust, but they do cut down on it majorly. And at number 8, let's talk repair. Repair essentials. Again, if you're a PC builder, a tweaker, somebody who cares about this stuff, you're gonna want a few things. One thing we can definitely recommend, we can even recommend this for console players with bum wires, is this Repair Everything solution kit by Bondic. It's essentially like a glue, but it's heat resistant, waterproof, stuff like that. It's essentially a liquid plastic welder, and it's good for fixing certain things like wires and cables. I'd be careful and be very selective on what you want to use with this thing on the inside of your computer, but if you have a wired keyboard or a wired mouse with a fraying wire, this is the perfect solution for that. Also, it goes without saying by now, you should probably have a magnetic screwdriver, so we included that in the list as well. Because you never know what you're going to have to unscrew, and having that extra little magnetic tip definitely helps save from some lost screws once in a while. And at number 7, I've seen a lot of players really focus on cable drag with their mouse. Believe it or not, some players use bungee holder systems to reduce this cable drag to essentially still have a wired mouse that has the perfect connectivity, but without the actual cord attached to it giving you any limitations or feeling like a pain in the ass. The two we recommend, one is by Rockhat, it's called Enhance, and it looks a little gaudy and it has LED lights and stuff, but people do praise this one. It does come highly recommended. It's got a rubberized non-slip grip to it, so you can move around your mouse like crazy and not feel anything holding you back at all. If you're really hardcore, this is actually said to improve your accuracy. For me, it's just a distraction thing, but accuracy is good too. We also recommend one by Razer that's cheaper and a bit more low-key. It looks more like a regular desktop mic. If you're looking for something a bit more subtle, surprisingly from Razer, their mouse bungee management system is pretty good too. And at number 6, we try to get a little cutesy. I personally, when I play games, I drink coffee like crazy. So we wanted to include on this list the NoPro electric beverage warmer. This is essentially a platform that you can keep your hot cup of whatever sitting on to keep it hot. There's countless other ones out there, but the NoPro one seems to last the longest. Also, on the flip side, we did spend a lot of time looking for a cooler, like a little mini fridge that's powered by USB, but USB can't really provide enough power to something to actually keep it cool. Every little USB cooler out there that can maybe hold a can of soda just doesn't really do the job, so we're not gonna recommend any of them, honestly. You don't want a useless piece of crap, do you? And at number 5, we're getting a little bit decorative here, but it can still have some practical uses. Think about using USB LED backlighting behind your monitor to not only obviously make things look a little bit cooler, but it actually can reduce your eye strain a little bit. It can lessen the impact of the harshness of the screen blasting at your eyes. We figured we'd recommend this to some of you guys out there because some people take this really seriously. Some people use f.lux or flux or whatever to reduce eye strain, and hey, backlighting can help too, and it looks nice. There's countless brands and types out there. It really comes down to how much control you want over the different colors of the light, maybe if you want to control it by an app. But essentially, LED manufacturers are all the same. You're not going to get too much of a difference in quality, so we linked a few down below, but you're pretty much going to end up okay with whatever you pick. And at number 4, back by popular demand, it was one of the first things we recommended in our early Game Ranks videos, and that is a headset stand. You need a good headset stand, right? Well, believe it or not, one of the best desktop headset stands you can get is a banana holder. Yes, a regular old consumer-grade kitchen banana holder. I shit you not. We recommend this because it holds the weight perfectly. It also looks sleek, nice, and simple. Go ahead, laugh it up if you want, but it's useful. And it still looks a hell of a lot nicer than some of those pack-ins that some of the headset manufacturers give to you. So seriously, thank us later. And at number 3, something that seems to be increasingly common for PC gaming enthusiasts is a USB foot pedal. I didn't actually know about these for a few years, but then when I discovered them, if you think about it, it's absolutely brilliant. These little simple pedals that you can keep under your chair are programmable to whatever key binding you want, and then all you do is use your foot and tap the button to do whatever you want, maybe play and pause music, or really use it for games. I've seen a lot of people recommend using it for a crouch or a slide, or even a melee attack in a first-person game. Just having that little extra instinctual button press right there at your foot, if you're quick enough, can be really, really crucial and insanely useful. We can recommend a few. The one, if you're looking for something a bit more simple, go for the HDE USB foot pedal because it's just a simple one-button press. But if you're looking for something a bit more complicated and you're willing to spend a little bit more money, check out the Infinity USB digital foot controller. This one actually can have multiple programmable inputs if you're really feeling nasty, but regardless of the type you get, these can be incredibly useful. And at number 2, this is important if your sound card maybe doesn't have a built-in solution, if you just want some simple volume control via your desktop. Getting some physical volume control is always such a better solution than navigating to the volume control in whatever OS you're running. For those who want something simple, we recommend the Griffin PowerMate. There's 2 of these. One can work via Bluetooth and one can work via USB. And while some of the drivers are a little old and it might take a little tweaking on your part, this is a nice, elegant little solution to have on your desktop, which makes it just a basic knob to volume up, volume down. That's it. There's nothing really more to it. If you want something that's completely no-frills volume control, the Griffin PowerMate is pretty decent, but if you're looking for something a little better, we definitely recommend the FiiO E10K. This is essentially a headphone amplifier, but it will essentially give you much more control over the volume your PC puts out. And it looks cool and kind of more higher quality than the Griffin PowerMate, and it does give you a bit more control, so if you are an audiophile, this is a better bet. Regardless, whether you're outputting your PC sound through speakers or you're wearing headphones, control of that sound is very important. And at number 1, a practical solution that we wanted to recommend. It might seem obvious to some, but you'd be surprised how many people out there haven't even really contemplated the fact that you can mount your monitors to the wall. There are a lot of different wall mount brands out there, but the ones we like the most are Suptech and Mounted. And thankfully for all these varieties, you can either directly mount right into the wall or have an arm and a clamp that you bolt into the edge of your desk. Regardless, if you are someone who uses a workspace or a gaming space and needs that precious space, taking your monitor off of those built-in stands and mounting them gives you so much more usable space on your desktop. And I know it sounds obvious, but it really is a complete game changer. Not only that, if mounting it via an arm or bolting it to your wall isn't an option, maybe your monitor is just too big and heavy, consider a monitor riser, a platform that'll raise your monitor up a little bit, maybe to a better eye level so you're not killing your posture. Not only will it probably give you a better viewing angle, but it'll also free up some desktop space. Not as much, but if you find one to your liking, it'll just improve your desktop situation. The one we recommend is just a simple black surface, but you can get one that adds little drawers or little gizmos if you're feeling fancy. These are just some PC gaming accessories that we put together that we think are completely practical and useful for you. We know you probably got your mouse and your keyboard and your monitor figured out, so we wanted to find some things that'll just kind of improve your quality of life. We do know there are a lot of other little intricate things out there that can definitely help you, so we do want to hear from you guys down in the comments, maybe for some beginner PC players, any type of product or thing or trick that you recommend that will really help. If you got any recommendations down in the comments, let us know. And if you are using any of this stuff, let us know what you think about it. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree? It's an open forum, so hit us up. But you guys know the deal. Clicking the like button helps us out a ton. We appreciate it so much. And subscribing if you're new is a great idea because we put out stuff like this all the time. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.